Él es Kevin, uno de mis clientes. A sus 32 años logró comprar un BMW Entry Competition de $100,000. Y hoy no solo nos va a contar un poco de su historia y cómo lo hizo, sino que también nos dejará probar su coche. Buenas chicos, bienvenidos a este nuevo vídeo de YouTube. Hoy estaremos entrevistando a uno de nuestros clientes que ha surgido, tiene un coche guapo. Y nada, vamos a ver qué pasa. Así que Kevin es americano, pero viene de padres dominicanos. Su profesión es realtor, lo cual se dedica a vender casas. Y nos estará contando un poco de sus experiencias. Chicos, vamos a ver la bestia ahí. ¿Hace cuánto que te lo compraste? Unos meses, ¿no?
April. Abril. I got it from Texas. I got it from Houston. I never saw it. Saw it online, but I wanted this specific individual color. It was the only one in the country at the time.
¿Serio?
Yeah. So I messaged them. They didn't want to really do business at the beginning. I'm like, listen, I'm serious. They pagué up un truck, enclosed trailer, and they brought it to my house.
¿Y por qué lo compraste en Texas? ¿Más barato, más económico?
El único
que había.
The color, the combination. In the country, it was the only one available at the time.
¿Y por qué tomaste la decisión de comprarlo?
My wife, honestly, she was like, hey, you do enough for everybody else. You know, do something for yourself. You know, you got us the house. You know, you got everything for us taken care of. You know, you work hard, so treat yourself. And you know, I pulled the trigger right after she told me that. I wanted to buy it when I was at the other house. And she was like, you're going to buy a beautiful car and park it over. And I was like, all right. I had to sell a few more things, a few more houses myself, and then that's when I got it.
¿Cuál fue tu primer coche antes de todo esto?
My first car was a 97 Integra, 1997 DC Integra. Then I had Honda Accord, and then TLX Acura. Then I had kids.
Yeah.
Then I had the MDX. Yeah. And now I get my first real car in a long time.
Oh, I'm thinking can I get this one or the BMW M4 competition? Because I don't have kids, you know. So
the only difference is 2-door and 4-door.
Yes, exactly.
That's the only difference. 2 doors and 4 doors. If you don't have kids, man, I would have got because that's the real M3 is the M4.
Exactly.
If you know, right? Back in the day, it was just 2 doors on the M3.
Sí,
So
exactly.
I got this one for the family. But if I didn't have kids, the M4 all the way.
¿Cuál es el costo, por lo menos, de mantenimiento mensual en este vehículo? ¿Es muy caro?
It depends, obviously, right, how much you drive, you know, how aggressive you are. If you buy a brand new versus, like I told you, going to BMW, taking care of it. Gas is one thing. I pay and I work 10 miles away, maybe $200 a month in gas. I haven't done anything as far as tires, oil changes, anything like that, so I couldn't really tell you. What I've looked up before I bought the car, like I said, I didn't have any service package or anything like that. You're expecting to probably do like $5,000 a year in just regular maintenance. Después
de hablar un buen rato de este coche, especificaciones, pagos y mantenimiento, quería conocer un poco más de la historia de Kevin y de dónde venía. Where you came from? Like you came from the bottom, or you have family with money?
No, man. I wish. My parents were from Dominican Republic.
Okay.
Parents immigrated here. My mom used to have her own restaurant back in the day, back in Kissimmee. It's called La Cocina de Mami. Long time ago, and I grew up with my mom having to own her own restaurant and then work at McDonald's overnight because it wasn't cutting the bill. You know, it wasn't making ends meet. My mom and my dad got divorced. It was just my mom and my sisters and I for a long time. So I think work ethic more than anything else that I saw from her, from my grandmother. They still work at Bravo's on OBT in the kitchen, you know, so seeing them come after work and she'll pick up my daughter and my son tired, but you know, she's still there to be a grandma.
¿Cómo entraste al mundo del realtor?
Yeah, when I bought my first house a long time ago in 2016, I kind of saw the process of, because I bought new construction, I saw the process of how that went, and I was already in sales for a while. And I thought to myself, man, I think I could do that. That doesn't seem too difficult. And then life, you know, kind of pulls you one way, pulls you another. And I took a chance on myself. That's one big thing that a lot of people see the glory, but they don't see the risks.
Yeah,
right? You guys know the risks,
and the
right?
process, yeah.
And people just see the tip of the iceberg. They don't see the glacier below the water. It took a little while, right? You know, I've been doing it now for about 6 years, 7 years now. And luckily, thankfully, God has blessed me to be highly favored and been a little bit successful. It just understanding where you're at. Orlando's a good market for real estate, right? And I don't do general real estate. I sell new construction, like, you know, for builders and stuff like that. So that's how I started. I knew as soon as I bought my first home, this is what I wanted to do.
Después de que nos contara un poco de su historia y de dónde viene, era hora de probar la bestia. Y ni yo me creí lo que pasó. ¿Y cómo vas con la creación de contenido?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm tired when I get home. So sometimes editing I give you guys a lot of credit for that because
thank you, man.
The editing and the time it takes to put everything together, I'm still finding myself trying to find time to get it done. Because when I get home, I try to be as much with the kids as I can. And it's hard, man. I don't know how you guys do it, bro. You guys are amazing at what you do because I don't.
We love try content, man.
That's why I bought this camera to do. I do a few videos with the dash cam and stuff.
I saw, yeah,
this is pretty cool. So just being able to.
Se siente poder.
And this is stock, man. Like I talked to a few people on the BMW pages and Instagram pages. They're like, man, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And I don't think they realize how old I am. I'm like, man, I'm an old man. Like, I don't need all that. This is more than enough. Like, look, this lady, she got scared. Like, you know, regular people, you know. That's why I tell people,
suena.
you gotta be careful. You gotta respect it.
You
gotta respect it. There's a mode, the car's not hot enough yet. Maybe next time. There's a mode that I did with my wife and she got scared. It's called launch control.
Yeah,
you heard about that?
Yes, of course. I did with the Lamborghini.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
that's way better!
That was...
I tell you, my head got stuck to the seat.
Yeah, bro. I was like, my brother told me like, oh, do the launch control. What is that? Look, I'm gonna teach you. And I
this
did,
is too
bro.
many stuff here. I would have did it. Launch control is like 5 times more than that.
Wow.
I don't think that lady likes me. You want to drive it? I'll put you here. Let's switch. One of these, so it's already a Sport Plus.
Okay.
So whenever you have you need to shift gears, you can do it 2 ways. You can push it down or the Tiptronic. You're natural.
Es que escucha el sonido cuando cambia, como corro. Y mira en tercera, o sea, en tercera todavía te tira. Wow, man.
Sounds like you're in Need for Speed. Or Gran Turismo, you know?
¿Cómo vas lento, no? En este coche, eso es...
It's almost impossible.
Exacto.
Because I'm stuck behind people and I'm like, I know I can just do...
Yeah. No, bro.
You're natural, bro.
No, bro.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
No.
The lady hates me.
Uy, no, bro, yo no había sentido eso. Como una persona, por ejemplo, que quiera empezar en el real estate, ¿tú qué le recomiendas?
First things first, get your license. Don't worry about anything else. Get your real estate license. Either go to a class in person. I did everything online, but everything that started with what I'm doing now doesn't matter if you don't have your real estate license in the state of Florida. I went new construction right away. So going new construction, looking for a builder. I didn't want to do residential. That's what a lot of people do, and I think it's a little bit tough in the beginning. I did timeshare because starting in new construction, sometimes you have no experience with your license. Sometimes it's tough. But I told people the same thing. Get your license, either do timeshare or get familiar with somebody that works in new construction. Try to see if you can send a resume to them, and then they can send to their manager. I've done that for a couple people, and then they got hired. I just recently helped my little sister get into the industry as well. She was a teacher last year. I said, hey, whenever you're ready, let me know. Get your license, and let's get ready. And then she got her license, and now she's doing new home construction as well. She just started. So that's slow and steady. I feel like everybody wants to own a home, and especially in Central Florida, people are moving here all year. And it's a good transition from whatever you're doing. If you're a server, if you're a teacher, if you're anything in service-related industries, it's going to translate well into real estate. New construction, you have to be a little bit of a salesperson, right? But I wouldn't do anything else.
What skill do you have to do for this business?
You'll see a lot of characteristics, right? When you see different salespeople at a new home sales office, for an example, you go to my office, you see a different style. I think of it like sports. Everybody has a different swing in baseball, but the ball still needs to hit the bat, right? So just whatever your personality is and how you can transfer energy. So if your personality is a little bit more quiet, well, however you can transfer that energy being a more quiet person, just make sure you impact them with impactful words. A lot of timid people use emotional triggers to be able to move people. I'm energy. I'm high energy. Hey, how you doing, bro? I like that shirt. I like those shoes, man. Let's go show you a house. So it just depends. That's natural for me because that's how I am naturally. But for most people, they get a little scared because it's high money. It's a high volume. It's big money. But people, it's still a human interaction. Emotional
How
sale.
much money you can make when you sell a house?
It depends. Different builders pay off different commission. They usually get from like 1% to 2% of the purchase price of the house, right? So anywhere from like, depending on where you're selling, what part of town, $3,000 to maybe $10,000 per house, right? So you sell 20 houses a year, you know, you all right. You paying your bills for sure. I've been in sales all my life, from selling jeans, shoes, furniture, cell phones.
You have experience,
I've been doing this for a while, right? It's just selling people and just having human interaction. So I can make people laugh. I can make people feel important. That's a big deal. Remembering people's names, that's a big deal. Looking people in their eyes, that's a big deal. And then body language, you start to understand what makes people tick a little bit after been selling stuff for a while. But homes, I will never sell anything else. Didn't sell cars. Too much time at the dealership, so I don't want to spend 30 days a month at the dealership. You sell homes, man, and you may not get a sale every day, every week, but like I mentioned to you, you helped out one family and it makes a big difference. They cry at the table. It's worth it. And then you get paid for it. I mean, you get paid well, for sure.
¿Y cómo influye por lo menos el coche en el negocio? ¿Tú crees que puedes vender más con el coche en ese sentido cuando la gente te ve llegar o algo?
You know what it is? It's a conversation started for sure too now, because again, I'm in my early 30s. A lot of people buying houses are either my age, a little bit older. So it's a conversation starter. And nonetheless, it tells people that I know what I'm doing. Right? Someone that just started, someone that doesn't really know what they're doing, I don't think they'll be driving a $100,000 car. Right? So I don't say, hey, I'm in the BMW. I say, hey, I'm in that green 4-door outside. Come meet me. And then after a while, everybody brings it up. Yo, how you like your car? I'm like, I love it, bro. I have to sell a lot of houses. You need to buy this one so I can pay the payment. So I make it laugh, like you're laughing. I make them laugh and everything. But it makes them like feel comfortable. Like, okay, this person knows what he's doing. He seems young. He seems successful. I have all these little awards in my office when I bring him in the office. So it's more of an experience. I try to tell people, hey, you're with someone that knows what he's doing. And I remind people, I did this too. I went through the same thing you guys did. I bought the same way you guys did. And eventually, you know, I got what I wanted.
What is your next goal in your career, in your life?
Yeah, man, that's a crazy question.
Your next car?
I have like a 10-year plan.
Okay.
Hopefully, you know, I have kids. My son's 9 right now. My daughter's 3. They turn 10 and 4 in a couple of months. So by the time I'm 45, my kids will be a little older. So I want to buy another piece of land, a couple acres and everything like that, and just build a house and kind of be able to take care of my family, not having to go to work when I time I'm 45. So I'm planning to that, making investments, maxing out my 401k, everything like that. It's maybe, I think us as people, we get used to, okay, we got something, what's the next thing? Sometimes the next thing may not be for 5-10 years, right? So that's what I'm focused on, just my investments, making sure everything lines up to when my son does turn 18 or my daughter does go to high school. This house hopefully moves up in equity because it's a brand new area. I can refinance this house or sell this house, and then I can do what I got to do in the big acres and build my own house little by little.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Agradecido con Kevin por esa brutal experiencia que nos hizo vivir y por compartir su historia. Dale like, suscríbete y comenta el próximo cliente que quieres que entrevistemos.